Hey, 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 and welcome back to Naked Talks, where I tell the truth and nothing but the naked truth. We're not gonna take up a whole bunch of time and jump right into this topic for tonight. Okay, child, let's talk Brittney Griner. She is a WNBA player here in the U.S. that plays for Phoenix. She was just sentenced to 9 years in prison by a Russian judge. She was detained in Russia, I believe Moscow, on charges of drug trafficking. But come to find out, the CBD pen that she had was empty at the time, but she did have cartridges for it. But it all makes no sense at all. This girl is about to lose 9 years of her life over some nonsense. I mean, don't the Russian government have better things to do? Now, Brittney Griner does have a wife who is very, very turned over by this situation, and I don't blame her. This is the love of your life, and they're trapped in a prison thousands and thousands of miles away on the other side of the world, and there's absolutely nothing you could do about it. Now, the White House did give a statement, and of course, they put a black woman up there to do it, saying that they're doing everything they can to bring her home. But are you really? Are you really doing everything you can to bring her home? Because to me, it just doesn't seem like it would be that difficult to do that. Now, I know some people in the comments might say, but it's legal work and this, whatever. If there is a will, there's a way. And I definitely believe that Brittney Griner needs to come home. There's no sense to lock this woman away for 9 years over a CBD pen. Like, come on, please make it make sense, because at this point, it just doesn't. 9 years over a CBD pen. Now, of course, you know, when you're traveling international, there's different outlets that you can look into that will tell you the different rules of each country that you desire to visit. There are resources out there to know what you can and can't do in these places. But honestly, drug trafficking, that is a bit far-fetched. My heart goes out to Brittney Griner as she battles with this legalities of being locked away in a Russian prison, going through only God knows what. It's just a sad situation. Now, her teammates did hold a press conference, and they stated that it was very difficult for them to go on the court and actually perform the game because they missed their sister. And honestly, I do not blame them. Of course, they are grieving at the fact that this woman that they love, who has been a part of their team and their family, and they have seen her grow in her professional realm, they are hurting for her. It was very difficult for them to go out and play the game. They said that they were all crying and barely could focus on what was going on because of what's going on with Brittney. Now, I believe we need justice for Brittney. Bring Brittney home. Bring Brittney Griner home. And if a crime was committed, I get that. But 9 years for a CBD pen, that's just unthinkable. That is insane. That is bananas. What do you guys think about this situation? Let me know down in the comments. Do you agree with the sentencing that she received, or do you feel like it was a bit harsh? I personally myself feel like it was extremely harsh for her to receive 9 years for such a minor infraction. But, you know, things are how things are where they are. And in Russia, I guess a CBD pen is a big deal. But my heart goes out to Brittney Griner, to her wife, to her teammates, to the rest of her family, and everyone who is fighting for her. Brittney, if this podcast ever was to reach you, I hope that you are doing well and staying optimistic about the situation. And I pray that one day, and one day sooner than 9 years, you are reunited with your wife, with your team, and with everyone who love you here in the States. And I wish you the best. And I'm really hoping that this 9 years really is just not that. And that things could typically isn't the type of topics that I talk about. But how can you overlook something so serious Brittney Griner is a African American woman who is locked away in a Russian prison, and she needs help. And it's not okay. And I really pray that the U.S. truly is doing everything in their power to bring her home, to reunite with her family, and to be in a safer place. And I'm not saying Russia is not a safe place. What I'm saying is there's a lot of things going on in between Ukraine and Russia at this moment, as we all know, worldwide. And I just pray for a safe return of Brittney Griner back home to the States, where she belongs, with her family, her friends, and her loved ones. Oh, prayers up for Brittney Griner, you guys. Let's keep her up in prayer.